Stop right where you are, my child. I have paused the universe to speak directly to your heart, and I need you to listen with an intensity you have never known before. This is not a random video that appeared on your screen by chance, nor is it a mere coincidence of an algorithm or a lucky stroke of fate. This is a divine summons, a holy appointment scheduled before the foundations of the world were laid. I have seen you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, your mind a battlefield of shadows and what-ifs that refuse to go silent. I have seen the way you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, trying to solve puzzles that were never yours to finish. I am calling you out of that noise. I am pulling you away from the distractions that have kept you prisoner in your own thoughts. Do not look away, for the message I'm about to release into your life is the very oxygen your soul has been gasping for. This is the moment your wandering stops and your alignment begins. I am here, and because I am here, everything is about to change. I ask you now to set aside every distraction, for what is about to happen is not for the casual observer. This is not background music for your chores. It is a spiritual surgery, a precise intervention to remove the tumors of doubt and the scars of overthinking that have clouded your vision for far too long. If you can feel my presence moving through your spirit right now, do not ignore it. This is your invitation to enter the holy ground of my peace. Before I reveal the blessing I have prepared for you and the clarity that will wash away your confusion, I want you to declare your presence in this sacred space. This is your first act of faith, a step out of the shadows and into my light. Type "I am here, Lord" or 7007 in the comments right now to open the gates of heaven and signal that your heart is ready to receive what I have stored up for you. And as you do this, I invite you to join this family of believers by pressing the like button and subscribing to this channel. This is not a mere click. It is an act of agreement with heaven, a signal that you are choosing to walk in my rhythm of protection and peace from this day forward. By liking this message, you are releasing momentum for the miracle that is already on its way. The loop in your head, that endless cycle of worry and fear that has played like a broken record for months, ends at this very moment. I am the architect of peace, the master designer of your destiny, and I am stepping into your chaos to bring divine order. You have spent too long trying to be the god of your own life, trying to figure out every how and every when, but those questions are dissolving in the radiance of my light. I am the great. I am the one who stands outside of time, and I am telling you that the season of being overwhelmed is over. I am the provider who opens doors no man can shut, and the healer who mends the fractures in your weary mind. Hear my voice whispering through the static of your anxiety. You're safe, you are seen, and you are being rebuilt. The confusion that felt like a thick fog is lifting, for I have commanded the sun to rise upon your situation. Pay attention. My precious one, for the words I speak now are not just sounds. They are seeds of power being planted in the fertile soil of your soul, destined to grow into a harvest of clarity you never thought possible. Stay with me until the final word is spoken. My beloved, for I am not just giving you a temporary relief or a fleeting moment of peace. I am leading you through a complete transformation that requires your full presence from the first breath to the final seal. Do not allow the spirit of distraction to pull you away, for the enemy knows that the breakthrough you seek is hidden in the continuity of this message. If you stay until the end, I promise you 5 divine results that will alter the course of your life. First, I am breathing a divine silence into the corridors of your mind, silencing the voices of accusation and the roar of what-ifs that have kept you from hearing my gentle whisper. Second, I am reaching into your very physical being to command your nervous system to relax. The tension in your shoulders and the racing of your heart will bow to my sovereignty, bringing a rest you haven't felt in years. Third, I will grant you a supernatural clarity, a vision so sharp that you will finally see the exact next step on the path I've carved for you, removing the paralysis that has kept you frozen in indecision. Fourth, those invisible fears. The shadows that haunt the corners of your future and the worries about things that haven't even happened will dissolve like mist before the rising sun. And fifth, you will emerge from this encounter not as the weary soul who entered it, but with the authority of a victor, a commander of your own atmosphere who no longer trembles at the sound of a storm. Each moment of this message is a brick in the fortress I am building around your heart, and the final key, the one that locks the door to your past and secures your future, is waiting at the very conclusion of this journey. If you leave now, you leave the gate unlocked. Stay until the final seal is placed upon your spirit, for that is when the work is finished and your victory is made absolute. I have watched you, my precious one, in the quiet hours when the rest of the world is asleep, but your mind is wide awake, racing like a marathon runner who has forgotten where the finish line is. I have seen the way you clench your jaw without even realizing it, and how your shoulders have become a permanent shelf for burdens you were never meant to carry. You feel a constant tightness in your chest, a shallow breath that never quite reaches the depths of your lungs, as if the very air around you is heavy with the weight of someday and not enough. I saw you yesterday staring into space while your heart hammered against your ribs, paralyzed by a future that hasn't even arrived yet. You find yourself rubbing the back of your neck, trying to massage away a tension that isn't just physical, but spiritual. You're exhausted, not because you have been working hard with your hands, but because you have been fighting a war within your mind that never takes a day off. Every morning, you wake up feeling like you've already lost the day, drained of the joy and creativity I placed within you, because your energy has been siphoned off by the ghosts of your own worries. My child, I have walked through the labyrinth of your thoughts, and I have heard the what-if scenarios that play like a horror movie on a loop. What if I fail? What if they leave? What if the money runs out? These scripts of catastrophe have become the background noise of your existence. I have seen you spend hours analyzing a single conversation, dissecting every word and every tone, looking for hidden meanings and imagined slights, until you are convinced that everyone is judging you as harshly as you judge yourself. This is the anatomy of overthinking, a digital storm in a biological vessel. You have become a victim of analysis paralysis, where the fear of making the wrong choice has made it impossible to make any choice at all. You feel like you are walking through waist-deep water, every step requiring a monumental effort of will, while others seem to glide effortlessly past you. You look at your peers and wonder why they seem so light while you feel so heavy, why they can sleep while you are busy calculating every possible disaster that could strike your family, your health, or your bank account. I have heard the voice of the inner critic that whispers to you in the mirror, the one that tells you that you are falling behind, that your best years are behind you, or that your mistakes have permanently disqualified you from the life you once dreamed of. This voice has convinced you that you must have everything figured out before you can take a step, leading to a procrastination that feels like a prison cell. You wait for the perfect moment that never comes, and in the waiting, the anxiety only grows. I have seen your social battery drain to zero because you are so busy managing the impressions of others that you have forgotten how to simply be yourself. You feel a strange sense of guilt even when you try to rest, a nagging feeling that you should be doing something, solving something, or preparing for something. Your brain has lost its off switch, and even your dreams are filled with the remnants of the day's battles. This is not the life of abundance I promised you. This state of constant high alert, where your body is flooded with the chemicals of stress, was never intended to be your permanent home. Hear me now, chosen one. These symptoms, the racing heart, the foggy brain, the cold hands, and the weary soul, are not your identity. They are residues. They are the dust and soot of a spiritual battle that has been raging around you because the enemy knows the power of your destiny. You are not broken or mentally weak. You are being targeted because your mind is a territory of immense value. The chaos you feel is the sign that you are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. These thoughts are not your own. They are intrusions designed to keep you from the clarity of my purpose. You have been trying to fight these shadows with your own logic, but logic cannot defeat a spiritual fog. This is why I have come. You were never meant to fight this alone, and you were never meant to carry this weight. The anatomy of your overthinking is being dismantled right now, piece by piece, as I replace the anatomy of fear with the anatomy of my spirit. The battle is mine, and the victory is already being written into your DNA. It is time to reframe the struggle you are in. My child, you have been carrying a burden that was never designed for human shoulders. You wake up every morning and immediately begin to calculate the how. How will the bills be paid? How will the relationship be mended? How will you ever reach the dreams I've planted in your soul? I want you to release that word from your vocabulary today. The how is my department. I am the God who makes a way where there is no way, who speaks light into darkness, and who brings water from a rock. When you obsess over the how, you're essentially trying to do my job, and because you lack my infinite perspective, you become overwhelmed. It is not your job to figure out the mechanics of a miracle. It is your job to maintain the posture of a believer. Let go of the need to see the entire map. I am the lamp unto your feet, not a spotlight onto the next decade. Rest in the truth that while you are worrying about the how, I have already completed the done. You must understand the concept of the door. Your mind is a sacred space, but overthinking has acted as an open door, allowing the winds of chaos to blow through your temple and scatter your peace. This noise, you feel this static that prevents you from hearing. My voice is not your true nature. It is simply the residue of an unguarded entrance. For years, you have allowed the patterns of the world and the echoes of your past to walk in and out of your thoughts as they please. You have mistaken this spiritual draft for your own personality, thinking that you are just a worrier or an anxious person. I'm telling you today that this is not who you are. You are my chosen one, and your essence is composed of my peace and my power. Overthinking is just a pattern you picked up while trying to survive in a broken world. It is a residue of past traumas where you felt you had to be your own protector. But I am your shield now. I'm closing those doors one by one, sealing them with the oil of my spirit so that no more confusion can enter. Understand that the pressure you feel is not a sign of your failure, but an indicator of your value. A thief does not break into an empty house. They target the home filled with treasure. The enemy has sent this spirit of overthinking to distract you because you are standing on the threshold of a massive breakthrough. You're not losing your mind. You are being upgraded. Just as a software system must sometimes slow down to install a major update, your soul is feeling the friction of a divine transition. This residue of fear is being burned away in the fire of my presence. I am teaching you to shift your gaze from the door where the problem entered to the throne where the solution resides. You are moving from a victim of your thoughts to a master of your atmosphere. The patterns of the past are being broken, and in their place, I'm establishing a new trajectory of calm confidence. You don't need to fight the darkness. You simply need to turn on the light. I am that light, and I am shining into every dark corner of your mind right now. Here, my word for it is the only anchor that can hold you steady when the waves of anxiety threaten to pull you under. In the multitude of your anxieties within you, my comforts are here to delight your soul. You've been trying to fight your thoughts with more thoughts, but you cannot wash a stained garment with dirty water. You need a higher weapon, a celestial upgrade that transcends human logic. This is why I have brought you to this moment of divine warfare. I'm introducing you to the 7 rounds of divine fire. This is not a mere ritual. It is a systematic dismantling of the strongholds the enemy has built in your mind. Each round is a layer of my holy fire designed to seek out and incinerate the specific roots of your confusion. As we walk through these rounds, you will feel the heat of my presence consuming the dross of your fear, leaving behind only the pure gold of my peace. You are being equipped with a shield of faith that does not just deflect arrows, but extinguishes them before they even reach your atmosphere. Before we initiate this holy cleansing, you must activate your authority. Do not remain a silent observer while your destiny is being refined. I want you to make a declaration that echoes through the spiritual realms, a sound that tells every spirit of worry that its time is up. This is your first act of activation. Type this now in the comments: Divine Fire, cover me now. Do not see this as a mere sentence on a screen. See it as a seal, a marking of your territory, and an invitation for my spirit to begin the deep work of restoration. By typing these words, you are aligning your earthly will with my heavenly decree. At this very moment, I also call you to press the like button. This is not for vanity, but for agreement. Agreement in the spirit releases momentum. When you hit that button, you are signaling to the heavens that you agree with my plan for your life, and you are helping this light reach another weary soul who is currently drowning in the same silence you once knew. These 7 rounds are specifically calibrated for the chosen one. You are being refined because you have a heavy assignment, and a heavy assignment requires a clear mind. Each round will target a different facet of your struggle. The spirit of confusion, the paralysis of analysis, the shadows of the past, the fear of the future, the biological stress in your body, the generational cycles of worry, and finally, the unveiling of your divine clarity. As each round passes, you will notice the weight on your chest becoming lighter and the fog in your eyes beginning to dissipate. You are not just listening to a message, you are undergoing a spiritual recalibration. I am the potter, and I am smoothing out the cracks in your vessel so that you can hold the new wine of the season I am bringing you into. Prepare yourself, for the fire is about to fall, and when it is finished, the person you used to be will be unrecognizable to the victor you are becoming. Eyes up, my beloved. For too long, you have been staring into the abyss of your problems, mesmerized by the height of the waves and the depth of the shadows. But I am calling you to look higher. Look away from the wreckage and look at the architect. I am the solution, the beginning, and the end, the one who holds the stars in place and knows the number of hairs on your head. When you focus on the storm, you become a part of the storm, but when you focus on me, you become a part of my peace. Shift your perspective right now. Do not look at the lack in your bank account, the silence in your relationships, or the confusion in your career. Look at my hands, which have never failed to provide. Look at my heart, which has never ceased to love you. I'm the master of breakthrough, and I have never lost a battle. The moment you shift your gaze from the problem to the provider, the atmosphere around you begins to change. The frequency of fear cannot exist in the frequency of my presence. I am commanding the static to cease. I am commanding the noise to bow. Stand tall, for your redemption is not coming from the horizon, it is coming from the throne. Now prepare your heart, for we are moving from the place of observation to the place of occupation. You are no longer just a spectator of your own life. You are a participant in a divine takeover. Take a deep breath and feel the shift in the very room where you sit. The air is becoming heavy with my glory, and the ground beneath you is being fortified. This is the moment of vertical alignment, where your heartbeat begins to sync with the heartbeat of heaven. Whatever has been out of place is now being drawn back into divine order. I am recalibrating your spiritual frequency so that you can perceive the movements of my hand instead of the whispers of the enemy. The atmosphere of worry is being evicted, and the atmosphere of authority is being established. We are about to enter the fire, not to be burned, but to be purified and made fireproof. Leave your doubts at the threshold. Leave your logic at the door. You are stepping into the realm of the supernatural, where my word is the only law that matters. The shift has begun. Now let us advance into the fire. The first round of my holy fire begins now, and it is moving directly toward the thick, suffocating fog that has clouded your mind for months. I see the mental static that greets you the moment you open your eyes, that heavy haze that makes even the simplest decisions feel like climbing a mountain. You have been wandering in a forest of confusion, unable to see the path, because the enemy has saturated your atmosphere with lies and distractions. But I am not the author of confusion. I am the architect of order. I am releasing a wave of my celestial heat to incinerate every thought that did not originate from my throne. Feel the cooling sensation beginning to move across your forehead right now, as if a gentle, icy hand is smoothing away the wrinkles of worry. The brain fog is evaporating. The static is being replaced by a sharp, crystal-clear frequency. You're not losing your mind. You're being liberated from the noise of the world. Breathe in this new clarity. Every confusing voice, every contradictory thought, and every lie that told you that you would never understand, my will is being burned to ashes. I am restoring your focus, giving you the eyes of an eagle to see through the storms of life. The spirit of confusion has no more legal right to stay in your temple. It is gone. As the fog lifts, my fire moves deeper into the very joints and marrow of your soul, targeting the spirit of analysis paralysis. I have seen you standing at the crossroads, frozen by the fear of making a wrong turn, overanalyzing every variable until the opportunity has passed you by. You have been a prisoner of perfectionism, thinking that if you cannot see the end from the beginning, you cannot move. But I am the one who orders the steps of the righteous. My fire is now melting the chains that have kept you stuck in the same place for years. Feel the tension leaving your jaw, a tension you've carried so long you forgot what it felt like to be loose. The pressure in your temples is dissolving. I am replacing your need for certainty with a spirit of bold movement. You no longer need to know the how or the where because you know the who. I am holding your hand. Every step you take from this moment forward is being guided by my invisible hand. Even if you stumble, I will use that stumble to position you for a greater leap. The fear of failure is being incinerated. You are moving from a state of frozen anxiety into a state of fluid grace. The door of indecision is slammed shut and the path of purpose is opening beneath your feet. The third round of my fire descends into the deepest chambers of your heart to evict the shadows of the past. I see the if-onlys that haunt your memories and the guilt that whispers, you are not worthy of the future I have prepared. You have been carrying the weight of old mistakes and the scars of people who failed you, allowing the ghosts of yesterday to dictate the terms of your tomorrow. But I am the God who redeems time. I am the one who washes you whiter than snow. My fire is now consuming every record of your failure and every lie that says your past defines you. Feel a physical weight lifting from your chest as if a heavy iron plate has been removed. You can breathe deeply now. The old has passed away. Behold, I am making all things new. You are not the person you were in that season of brokenness. You are a new creation forged in my love. Every shadow that tried to keep you tied to a version of yourself that no longer exists is being burned away. You are forgiven, you are cleansed, and you are free to walk into the light of my favor without looking back. Before we continue this warfare, you must pause and seal what has already been done. You have felt the fog lift, the paralysis break, and the past dissolve. This is not just a feeling, it is a spiritual transaction. Do not stay silent. Your words have the power to lock these victories into your reality. Type this in the comments now. No door is open to fear. Let this be a legal notice to the kingdom of darkness that your mind is no longer available for occupation. As you type this, press the like button once more to reinforce your shield. This act of agreement signals to the heavens that you are claiming your territory. If you have not yet joined this family, subscribe now. This is your new rhythm, a daily encounter with protection, clarity, and peace. By subscribing, you are telling the enemy that you are no longer a lone target, but a part of a protected army. Your commitment to this path is the final nail in the coffin of your anxiety. Now, the fire intensifies as we move into the fourth round, neutralizing the projected fears of a future you haven't even seen yet. I see you lying awake, calculating disasters that will never happen, worrying about finances that I have already secured, and health that I have already covered. You have been living in a tomorrow filled with shadows, but I am the great I am. I am already in your future, preparing the way, leveling the mountains and filling the valleys. My fire is now incinerating every what-if scenarios involving your children, your job, and your security. I am the God of the sudden provision and the unexpected miracle. Stop trying to survive a future that isn't here yet. I am giving you the strength for today, and I will give you the strength for tomorrow when it arrives. Every projected anxiety is being neutralized by the reality of my sovereignty. You are safe. You are provided for. You are shielded by the wings of the Almighty. The fear of the unknown is being replaced by the joy of being known by me. The fifth round of my fire enters your very biological system, regulating the physical house of your spirit. I see the cortisol spikes that have kept your body in a state of high alert, the racing heart that makes you feel like you are in danger when you are sitting in your own living room. You have lived in fight or flight mode for so long that your body has forgotten how to be still. But I am the Prince of Peace, and I am speaking to your cells right now. Peace, be still. I'm commanding your nervous system to return to its original design. Feel your heart rate slowing to a steady, peaceful rhythm. Feel the heat of my fire soothing your muscles, relaxing your stomach, and calming your nerves. I'm flushing out the toxins of stress and the chemicals of fear. I'm recalibrating your hormones and restoring your sleep. You will no longer be a slave to your body's reactions. Your body will now respond to the peace of my spirit. Deep restorative rest is your new inheritance. Breathe in my life and breathe out the tension. You are being physically healed from the inside out. The sixth round is a sword of fire that severs the generational cycles of worry that were passed down to you. I see the anxiety that your mother carried, the fear that your father fought, and the patterns of overthinking that have run through your bloodline for generations. You thought this was just who you are, but it is an inheritance you were never meant to keep. Today, I am acting as the judge of the universe, and I am declaring that the curse stops with you. My fire is traveling back through your lineage and forward into your descendants, breaking the legal hold of ancestral fear. You will not pass this weight to your children. You will not live out the limitations of your parents. You are a new bloodline, a royal priesthood, a chosen generation. The cycle of never enough and always afraid is shattered. You are the one who breaks the chain. From this day forward, your lineage will be known for its peace, its confidence, and its unwavering faith. The fire is severing every tie to the anxieties of the past. You are the beginning of a new story. Finally, the seventh round of my fire brings the light of divine clarity. This is not just the absence of darkness, it is the presence of total illumination. I'm shining my light upon the path ahead of you, revealing the doors I've opened and the traps I have dismantled. You will no longer walk in circles. You will no longer guess. My word is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. This light is filling your mind, giving you creative strategies, divine ideas, and the wisdom to know exactly what to do in every situation. I am giving you a knowing in your spirit that transcends human logic. You will see opportunities where others see obstacles. You will see solutions where others see problems. My light is making your path like the shining sun that grows brighter and brighter until the full day. Every hidden thing is being revealed. Every mystery is being made plain. You're walking in the light of my favor, and the clarity you have received today will be the foundation for the greatest victory of your life. It is finished. The fire has done its work. Breathe now, my child. Feel the heat of the warfare subsiding, replaced by a cool, refreshing dew from the heavens. The smoke of the battle has cleared, and what remains is a profound, holy silence. You can feel the weight that once pressed against your lungs simply vanishing. It is as if you are submerged in a river of liquid peace where every ripple washes away a layer of exhaustion. The storm that raged in your mind for so long has finally run out of breath. It screamed until it had no voice left, and now there is only my stillness. I am the God of the still small voice, and I am whispering to your soul that it is safe to come out of hiding. You no longer need to be on guard. You no longer need to scan the horizon for the next disaster. My peace is not a temporary visitor. It is the new climate of your life. The atmosphere of heaven is settling into the very marrow of your bones, bringing a rest that you have sought in 1,000 different ways but have only now found in me. Listen to the rhythm of your heart. It has slowed to a steady, peaceful beat, no longer racing to keep up with your fears. I am reaching into the delicate fibers of your nervous system, the intricate pathways that have been frayed by constant stress and high alert. I'm applying the balm of Gilead to your nerves, soothing the inflammation of anxiety. Your adrenal glands, which have been overworked and exhausted, are being replenished by my strength. I am deactivating the fight or flight response that has held you captive. You are moving into a state of rest and restore. In this moment, your body is being healed as much as your spirit. Feel the tension in your hands, loosening your fingers, relaxing your feet, feeling grounded. You are anchored in me. I am the rock that does not move, and because you are in me, you are immovable. This calm is your authority. The world may be chaotic, but your internal temple is a sanctuary of quietness and confidence. Stay in this stillness for a moment. Do not rush back into the noise of the world. Let this peace saturate every cell of your being until you are completely drenched in my presence. You are learning a new way to exist, not by striving, but by abiding. The frantic energy that used to drive you is being replaced by a steady, quiet power. You will find that you can accomplish more from this place of rest than you ever did from the place of panic. My peace is now your guard and your guide. It will act as a sentinel at the gates of your mind, identifying every thought that tries to enter. If it is not of me, it will not pass. You are walking in a bubble of divine tranquility that the world cannot understand and cannot take away. The storm didn't just stop, it was conquered. My peace is now your atmosphere, your oxygen, and your home. Rest now. Chosen one for you are deeply loved and perfectly safe. Now that the fire has cleared the debris of confusion, witness the great reversal that I am performing in the very fabric of your life. The enemy meant for your overthinking to be a prison, a dark place where your energy was consumed by shadows and your potential was buried under layers of agonizing doubt. But I am the master of alchemy, and I am turning that very struggle into your greatest strategic strength. All those hours you spent analyzing all the mental energy you used to scan for danger and calculate every outcome, I'm now repurposing that capacity for deep divine strategy. Where you once saw potential catastrophes, you will now see heavenly blueprints. Where you once felt the weight of mental exhaustion, you will now feel a surge of supernatural creativity that defies human logic. I am taking the intricate wiring of your mind, the sensitivity that once made you vulnerable to anxiety, and I am recalibrating it to be perfectly attuned to my spirit. You will no longer be drained by the complexity of your thoughts. You will be fueled by the clarity of my revelations. Your mind is no longer a battlefield where you are a victim. It is a command center where you are the authority. What the enemy used to distract you, I'm now using to direct you. The very intensity that once caused you pain is becoming the engine of your greatest breakthrough. Because you have endured the hidden season of intense mental warfare and remained faithful in the dark, I am bringing you into a season of divine acceleration. Do not let your heart be troubled by the time you think you have lost while you are wandering in the fog. Do not look at the years or months that seem to have been wasted in the paralysis of overthinking. I am the God who redeems time, the one who can compress a decade of progress into a single moment of favor. I'm going to move you further in the next few months than others have moved in an entire lifetime of striving. I'm opening doors that require the exact depth of character and the sharpness of mind that you developed while you were stuck. You were never truly stagnant. You were being forged. You were not breaking. You were becoming. I'm accelerating your recovery, your finances, your relationships, and your influence. Because you have learned to hear my voice in the stillness of the storm, you will now move with a precision that will baffle those around you. You will find yourself leaping over obstacles that used to stop you for weeks. This is your season of the sudden. Suddenly, the long-awaited clarity will arrive. Suddenly, the provision that seemed impossible will appear. Suddenly, the path that was blocked will be wide open. You are no longer dragging the weight of the past behind you. You are being propelled by the wind of my spirit into a future that exceeds your wildest imagination. Look at yourself through my eyes, my beloved. The version of you that was a slave to every passing thought, every whisper of doubt, and every spike of anxiety is no more. I have stripped away the rags of the victim and clothed you in the robes of authority. You used to tremble at the sound of the wind, fearing that any change in the atmosphere would bring your world crashing down. But now, you are the one who speaks to the wind. You have moved from being under the circumstances to being over them. I have placed a crown of peace upon your head and a scepter of truth in your hand. You are no longer reacting to the noise of the world. The world is reacting to the stillness of your spirit. You are a commander of your mind, a ruler of your internal gates. When a thought of fear tries to enter you, now have the authority to say, you do not belong here and it must flee. This is not arrogance. It is the birthright of the chosen one. You walk with a different stride now, for you know that the architect of the universe is your father and your defender. This identity upgrade is not just a feeling. It is a permanent transformation of your spiritual DNA. You speak differently now. Your words are no longer seeds of doubt, but decrees of destiny. When you speak, the spiritual realm listens for you. Carry the weight of my glory on your shoulders. You walk covered by my favor, shielded by a hedge of fire that no enemy can penetrate. You no longer seek validation from the shadows of the past or the opinions of the crowd, for you have been validated by the Most High. The overthinking that used to paralyze you has been replaced by a divine confidence that moves with purpose. You are a light in the darkness, a pillar of strength for those who are still lost in the fog. Do not shrink back into the old ways of smallness. Stand tall in the authority I've given you. You are my warrior, my child, my pride. You are the one who has mastered the storm, and you are ready to lead others into the calm. Your journey as a victim has ended. Your reign as a victor begins today. Now that your temple has been cleansed and your mind has been restored to its original design, you must learn to be a vigilant guardian of your own gates, my beloved. A city without walls is easily plundered, and a mind without boundaries is easily overwhelmed by the tides of the world. Do not let the thief of distraction steal what I have just restored to you through fire. Your peace is a precious treasure, a heavenly currency that you must spend wisely. I am giving you the divine wisdom today to set boundaries that others may not understand, but which are essential for the health of your spirit. Learn to say a holy no to the noise of the world so that your yes to my spirit can remain loud and clear. Your digital life, the conversations you entertain and the content you consume are the soil in which your thoughts grow. Protect that soil with a jealous love. If a voice, whether it comes from a screen, a newsfeed, or a well-meaning friend, sows seeds of fear, comparison, or doubt, you must have the courage to prune it immediately. You are no longer a reservoir for the world's chaos. You are a sacred sanctuary for my presence. I am calling you into a new rhythm of life, one where you prioritize the vertical alignment before you engage with the horizontal world. I ask you to practice a digital Sabbath every morning. Before you check the messages of men, the news of the world, or the demands of your schedule, check in with me. Give me the first fruits of your day, even if it is only the first 5 minutes of your conscious thought. In that golden stillness, let my peace set the thermostat for your entire atmosphere. If you wait until you are already stressed to seek me, you are fighting an uphill battle. But if you begin in my presence, you are moving from a place of established victory. Practice the rule of the divine pause. When a sudden wave of worry tries to crash against your mind during the day, do not react in the flesh. Stop. Breathe my name. This simple act of turning your gaze back to the throne is a weapon of mass destruction against the kingdom of anxiety. It is the spiritual reset that keeps your nervous system in perfect sync with the frequency of heaven. Finally, understand that true rest is not a sign of weakness or a luxury for the idle. It is a profound act of faith and an admission of my sovereignty. When you choose to rest, you are declaring to the spiritual realms that you trust me to be in control, and that the universe will not stop spinning because you have closed your eyes. The enemy wants you to believe that your value is tied to your constant activity, for if he can keep you busy, he can keep you blind to my miracles. But I say that your greatest strength is found in your quietness and your confidence. Sleep is a holy gift that I give to my beloved, and I want you to receive it without guilt. Do not apologize for the moments you spend in stillness, for it is in the quiet that I do my deepest work of restoration. Guard the gates of your ears and your eyes, for they are the direct pathways to your soul. Surround yourself with voices that echo my truth and people who carry the fragrance of my peace. You are now the steward of this divine clarity. Walk with this wisdom, keep your boundaries firm, and watch as my peace becomes an impenetrable fortress around your life. As this divine encounter draws to a close, my child, I want you to understand that what has been spoken here today is not merely advice or encouragement. It is a spiritual decree that has already been recorded in the ledgers of heaven. The work I have done in your mind and heart over these moments is deep, permanent, and sovereign. You came to this message as a soul fragmented by noise, but you leave it as a spirit unified by my peace. However, the enemy is a thief who waits at the exit of every breakthrough, hoping to snatch away the seeds of clarity before they can take deep root in your life. This is why we must now perform the final seal. This is your moment to lock in the victory, to sign the legal spiritual contract of your liberation, and to declare to all of creation that you are no longer a victim of overthinking. You are standing on the threshold of a new life, and your response in this moment will determine the permanence of your peace. Do not let this moment pass without making your stand. I call you now to place the final seal upon this prophecy. Your words carry the weight of my authority, and when you speak, the shadows must bow. Type this in the comments. Now it is done. My future is guarded. Do not hesitate. As you type these words, feel the finality of my promise. You are telling the spirit of worry that its lease is up and the house is under new management. This is the Amen that echoes through the halls of eternity. And as you seal this promise, I invite you once more to subscribe to this channel and join this family of the chosen ones. This is not just a digital subscription, it is a commitment to stay in the frequency of my light. By staying connected to this community, you are ensuring that what I have started in you today, I will continue to perfect every single day. You are choosing to walk in authority, surrounded by those who also carry the fire of my peace. Subscribe now to lock this blessing into your daily rhythm and walk forward as the commander of your own destiny. Now go forth with your head held high, my precious one. The fog has cleared, the chains are broken, and the path is shining bright before you. You are no longer the one who overthinks. You are the one who overcomes. I have given you my peace not as the world gives, but as a king bestows a fortress upon his heir. You are protected, you are provided for, and you are profoundly loved. Every step you take from this moment on is ordered by my hand and guarded by my angels. The confusion of the past is a memory that will only serve to remind you of my faithfulness. Rest in the knowledge that I am always with you, whispering clarity into your spirit and strength into your soul. The battle is over. The peace is yours. It is done. But listen closely, my chosen one, for there is a final truth you must carry as you step away from this moment. What you have received today, this peace, this clearing of the fog, this restoration of your spirit, is the foundation, not the finish line. I have cleared the ground so that I can begin the true construction of your destiny. You are now covered in my peace and shielded from the noise of the world, but do not think for a moment that our conversation is finished. The clarity I sent today was to prepare your heart for the specific tactical strategy regarding the specific mountain that stands directly in your path. I have seen the intricate details of your situation that you haven't even found the words to pray about yet. I have a blueprint for your victory that I haven't revealed in this hour, a precise divine maneuver that will take you from being merely protected to being actively directed. You're safe now, but next you will be mobilized. There is a specific secret to your breakthrough, a key that fits only your lock, which I am reserving for our very next encounter. You have the atmosphere of a victor. Now you must receive the map of a conqueror. You are protected, but soon you will be directed. Stay alert, for the next piece of the puzzle is closer than you think. Do not leave this holy frequency. The light is still rising and the next revelation is already calling your name. Move to the next message immediately to lock in this victory and receive the specific strategy I've prepared for your breakthrough.